Hey, what's up? Coming to you from my car today. I want to talk to you about the principles of persuasion. If you implement, there's 6 of them. If you implement 1 or 2 or all 6 into your business, into your life, more and more people will do what you want them to do. Now, with that being said, do not use this for evil. Use it to persuade people to do things that are good for them. Right? Okay? Does that make sense? Don't use them to manipulate people. Use them for good. We clear? All right. There's 6 principles of persuasion. Now, let me back this up. So there's a book called Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini, Cialdini. Big time bestseller. I think it was written in the 80s. Doesn't matter when it was written. Principles of persuasion are as old as humanity, and they're the same, and they always will be as long as humans are alive. Now, he starts the book with a really interesting way to relate this. Excuse me. He talks about turkeys, particularly mother turkeys. And there's this sound, this click whir, click whir, click whir. It's what the sound baby turkeys make to their mother, and the mother instinctually nurses and nests and take care of babies making that click whir sound. Click whir, click whir. And if the baby does not make that click whir sound, the mother will ignore it. The mother may even kill it. It's such a programmed response, and that's what all this persuasion is about. It's about programmed responses. And if you think, as humans, I'm so smart, I don't have programmed responses, you may want to quadruple check that. Now, what's interesting also about that study with the mother turkey is that there's this animal called, I forget what it was called. It was a predator to the mother turkey. And the mother turkey will attack these predators with everything she's got every time it comes around. She knows that's an enemy. I need to absolutely get rid of her. It will kill my babies. But what they found out is they used like a stuffed one of these predators. I think it was called like a learcat or a meerkat, something like that. But it was a predator. And they found out when they put a recording inside of it, because it was stuffed, and played that click whir sound, click whir, that the sound of the babies make, the mother took the predator, stuffed, so it's not actually going to hurt her, but even though it looks nothing at all like a turkey or like a baby turkey at all, she even brought it into her wing and nested it like it was a baby. It was her programmed response. You hear how crazy that is? Now, as humans, we have at least 6 known principles of persuasion, which are essentially our human click whirs. That's exactly the way Dr. Cialdini puts it. And I thought I was so good, I wanted to exactly emphasize it to you that way. So the 6 principles are this. Would you like to know what they are? Would they help you get more people to say yes to your services and products? Yes, they will. Again, use it for their good. Don't manipulate people, okay? First principle of persuasion, reciprocity. When you give someone something, they naturally want to return the favor. Naturally. Now, aren't you like that? Like if someone gives you something, don't you feel somewhat indebted? Even if it's anything, if they give you something, it's the act. And humans are programmed to respond to this. I don't know what exactly it is. It's maybe we want to make things even. Maybe we want to get rid of guilt. Maybe we have some guilt over when we receive something. But if you give someone something, they will naturally want to respond. Now, they can't be crazy. You can't give someone, hey, here's a card and say, hey, will you marry me? Like, wait a minute, my click word response, wait a minute, what's going on here? It's not quite that heavy, right? It's got to be somewhat within reason, but that's reciprocity. Number 2 is commitment/consistency. People want to be consistent with their commitments. People that have beliefs, right? If you are a member of the NRA, the National Rifle Association, you believe in having guns. So anything that matches that belief, you're going to click whir. You're going to respond to it. You're going to say, all right, I'm for that because that's part of my self-identity. Same thing with consistency. Once someone says there's something or has something about their self-image, they want to stay consistent with what they do, even if it doesn't make sense, right? I highly recommend this book, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion. It's called Influence by Dr. Robert Cialdini. The third principle of persuasion is social proof. That's basically, if you see a lot of people do something, you assume it's probably the best way to do something, or it's okay, right? One example they give is laugh tracks on TV shows. Now, you've watched TV shows and you hear the canned laughter in the background that they play. Well, most people say, no, I don't like laugh tracks. No, I don't like them. I would say I don't like them. They sound corny. But studies over and over and over and over again show that we laugh longer. We have more engagement with content that has laugh tracks. So it's just the way it is. Social proof of it all shows us that, hey, well, I guess this is what we do. We like to be part of something. Number 4 is scarcity. Well, no, that's actually number 6 in the book. I'm going to go in order. Number 4 is, what was number 4? Authority. So when you see someone as an authority figure or an organization as an authority figure, your click-word response is to just pretty much take them for their word on something. And I don't think I need to go in a lot of depth about that. I mean, if Albert Einstein walks up to you and tells you something about space or science, you're probably going to be like, that's got to be true, right? I mean, Albert Einstein's dead, but you get the point. Number 5 is liking. And again, it's kind of like authority, but it's different. Because you like someone, you just want to believe what they say is true. You want to support them. You want to go with them. That is liking. And that makes sense, right? Like, I don't need to explain that one very deeply. Number 6 is, by the way, go to rainmaking.com. REIGN making.com. I have more content there, and you can actually set up a call with me as long as you have a business doing $250,000 a year. Free call. I'll help you figure out how to implement these ethical principles of persuasion in your business, in your messaging, and help you to impact more people, because there's all kinds of people we can help, right? But the problem comes in communicating it to them or inspiring them enough to give us a chance to come try our service, to try our product, right? So these principles of persuasion, they help people say yes. So you can set up a call with me and we'll figure out how to implement these in your business. Then I'll give you some ideas and you can go implement it. And if you want me to help, as long as I think we're a good fit, I will. All right? Rainmaking.com. Now, principle number 6. By the way, it took me way too long to make an offer. I get so into giving you the content that I forget to make offers over and over again. But anyways, I made an offer, so there we go. Number 6, scarcity. See, I don't need to explain that one in great depth either, because it's like, hey, if there's 30 Coke cans in the fridge, do you feel like it's urgency, like you need to grab one? Well, maybe. I mean, if there's 500 people in the room, you're like, I better get one. But tell you what, no matter how many people in the room, if there's one Coke can left, you're going to get that Coke can. You're going to feel a sense of scarcity. And it's going to make you feel a sense of urgency along with that. That scarcity, limited quantity, it's a click-word response bias. Like, oh, I might not get it. Because it's this fear of losing something. Get what I'm saying? So those are the 6 Principles of Persuasion by Dr. Robert Cialdini. The book's called Influence. Highly recommend it. I do audiobooks because I listen to audiobooks. I drive, I move around, I exercise, I use my phone. I don't read that much. I listen to audiobooks. So whichever way you do it, it doesn't matter. But I like the audiobooks. Again, rainmaking.com. I can help you figure out there's more content there on a lot of other things to help you with your business and making more revenue and making a bigger impact. But you can hook up a call with me as long as you're doing business doing $250,000 a year, because I can really help businesses with at least some momentum really rocket boost that momentum. Does that make sense? Get on a call with me and I'll help you come up with some ideas. And again, seriously, you can go implement it yourself, right? It'd probably be more effective if I helped you, but you don't have to. And I'm not trying to twist anyone's arm. I'm not about that at all, because I've done that before. It doesn't work out well. I only work with people that want me to work with them. Okay, so I'm not looking to push anything, but I do like talking about this stuff, and I love sharing ideas. Boy, you should see me. Like, Everyone I talk to, I'm giving them ideas of how to do stuff, and they're not even in business, so they're annoyed. But I'm just like, ugh, because it's just the way my head works. So if you're actually interested in hearing this stuff, I'm happy to have the conversation alone, seriously. Like, I don't need you to pay me. I'm happy to just talk about it. It's like my own counseling session of letting this explosion of ideas I have in my head going all the time and sharing them with people. It doesn't stop, man. All right, rainmaking.com. Use the 6 principles of persuasion. I mean, if you just use 1 or 2, your business, your life, the way you communicate with people, it's going to be much easier. But don't manipulate people, okay? Just don't. Use it for good. You will not, if you manipulate people and use it to get them to do things and buy things that they don't like, that are bad for them, it will come back to you. I'm not talking karmically, like, ooh, I am talking karmically, but if I use that word, you think it's all woo-hoo. Seriously, the universe, life will respond to you with this person. I'm going to give them exactly what they just gave out. That's what happens. If you live for any amount of time, you know that's what happens. Whew. Rainmaking.com. Make it rain.